And we are transitioning from our financial discussions to a very exciting topic, one of my personally favorite topic, that is engineering, technology, innovation panel. And we have heard a lot interesting discussion from the financial sector, and I have to say that technology and engineering sector might have a slightly different situation, and we will be excited to listen from our leading technology engineering sector experts to find out what's happening in this field. I gave a brief introduction of everybody's background already, and we're in an engineering and technology innovation panel. But we wanted to hear from our panelists directly about your career journey, and we know your title, but we wanted to know where you, thank you very much. We want also to know where you came from to get where you are right now, and what motivated you to enter your field or to be in the position that you're in. Okay, so we will just go around, passing the microphone to you.
Yeah, I can start. So yeah, I actually worked in oil industry in Alberta before I came here, and are part of the oil industry. So it's a big jump. So the reason I came here is mainly the oil industry in Alberta. When I graduated in 2015, was not in a good situation. So I was opening for new opportunities, right? So I looked around, and fortunately, GM is basically hiring many engineering positions. So that's why I came here. And my motivation is also try something new. So vehicles. I think everyone will drive a vehicle at some point of time in your life, right? So it is something you can touch, and when you see your work is on the vehicle, you feel self-fulfillment, and you also can tell your family. This is something I contributed to, and your kids, if you have kids, will feel proud of you. Okay, so that's also my motivation. I want to work on something you can touch and you feel proud of.
Thank you. I guess engineering is an industry where we're moving around, and what motivates you to stay where you are right now?
Yeah, so I study signaling in the communication engineering in my university. After graduation, I'm looking for a around and then seeing some opening like airline or airport science. They're working on the landing system. So I worked there and then, but realize this is not fun. It's about something.
That's so fun to me.
Yeah, that's why I was into that industry. But then after I studied, after I worked there about 1 or 2 years, I feel like this is not changes. It's like if there is too much safety being supported there, it's always using a very proven, very field-proven technology, which means that if the technology cannot do it, and so it takes no chance at all for almost 10 decades or 10 years. But then the way around, I was like, I want to change. But I still like transportation. I feel so much. So then I moved to the railway signaling. We building the computer system for traveling, for control of the subway, the metro systems. I worked back in China and I built almost the busiest subway there in Guangzhou City. Everyone coming from Guangzhou, the line 3. It's not very good, but it's busy, very, very busy. It's crowded, so lots of passengers, a million passengers a day. And then that's I feel satisfying. I feel this is something I want to work, and I help the deployment of all signaling to the vehicle and also to the railway tunnels. But then after came to Canada, I work still in the same domain, but on system design side. Because I like it, I want to move for more not only hands-on, but I would also back-end or designing system instead of a deployment. Then I feel okay, still I want something new. And I transition to automobile domain for cars. The same from airline to railway and then to announce cars. Cars is much it's changing every time, product every year, several models rolling out. All technology is going to It's very interesting field.
So I already have noticed one major difference between engineering and technology with finance. Because in engineering, it looks like you can move around a lot. from different industry, from different companies and different sectors to the others. Sounds very exciting.
There are many companies on the field. Even like for even each domain, there are lots of companies working on different technology, with different products.
Thank you. And Tracy, what about you?
Believe it or not, whole my life is crazy. However, my major is in technology. I started as a programmer, and that's quite a long time ago. Now this tells my age, but it's quite a long time ago. I was a programmer, and then I moved to business system analysis. As a programmer, I want to understand how things work. What's the basic foundation we need to build up? And then move towards business system analysis. And then later I move to project management. I understand how team work together. Not only me, how team work together. How I can build up my team leadership. That is where I learned. Not only me, I need to work with the team. And then further, I moved to product management, where I learned how you can turn your idea, your innovation idea to reality. So how you build, start from beginning and to end. And I learned actually whatever you build must be valuable to people, to society, then you can sell. So that is most important, not only what you do and what valuable things you can contribute. That is what my journey of my career life. So I'm just stay here. I'm done. Probably it's a long break.
Thank you. I think the purpose of having this question is to show everybody that technology probably is a foundation for many industries, and you can see the variety of jobs and industries our panelists are in to show you how many options are out there for those of you who major in technology or engineering. So Oscar, robotics, very exciting and trendy. As we speak, my two children are actually in Texas in a robotics competition right now. So robotics sounds really exciting to me. And how did you end up being in this industry?
I have to tell a different story here. Actually, on the road to here, I was talking to my kids. They're here today, so I like to invite you to this event. So basically, I told them that for your life, you have two choices. What do you want to be? The first one, listen to your parents. They tell you
Agree, totally.
The second one, find your passion at an early stage and get into this. I'm the first one. When I was a kid, actually I wanted to be a doctor because I always got sick. I want to figure out what's going on with different body. Why I always got sick? How can I get better? Right? Unfortunately, I got another doctor. I'm a PhD doctor, philosophy of doctor, not a medical doctor. So what I did is actually I followed my father's path. So he's an engineer in aerospace. So I basically go to mechanical engineering and then mechatronics. The funny thing is I got an aerospace engineer from TMU, but I have no idea about aerospace stuff. But I like playing personally. So all I did is basically I follow the path. I basically try to find the passion in my path. And I got into this, right? So that's the end of today is I'm working on robotics, innovations, and personally I'm basically a volunteer coach for youth robotics games. It's pretty interesting, but that's my journey actually.
Thank you, Oscar. They are doing best we are sweet, so you know about it. I wish I brought them here as well. So thank you very much, panelists.
I would say when we interview students, actually from the previous panels, we hear a lot of common feedbacks or suggestions to all the students. When we look for students, right, because every year we hear a co-op from U of T, U of W. So when we look at the resume, everybody has a high score for a lot of people who are applying for the position. Everybody has a similar backgrounds because they go to a similar course, they take a similar project, and then we can tell right away it's a course project or it's a some real experience from outside from the real company, right? So we always look for the three things for my what we call absolute innovation labs. We are R&D basically groups of people. We have a lot of half of us is PhD students from electrical engineering, computer science, and then the other half about 10 to 20 people. They're all software developers. So what we're looking for is your capability of learn. Someone already mentioned that, right? So that will be shown in your GPA, in your previous experience. The secondly is basically your attitude. So the second one, unfortunately, you have to figure out from an in-person interview. It's online, it's okay, but usually that's what we're looking for.
Let me just summarize what I think if I'm student. What is the most important? I don't think tools or techniques is most important for me, and probably it's a little bit different what other people say. And you have to build your foundation, sure. Because tools, technology change constantly. Today we live in AI. AI can replace everything you can do, make much better than you can do. So what I really think three skills very important. Your thinking, critical thinking. How you can to criticize something, to pick up something. What would you need? Make you thinking deeper, harder. And second one is your ability to solve the problem. Maybe something, it's not necessarily some very sophisticated, some problem you can, and that's just simple. You can, I would like to see how you reasoning, how you solve. Just very simple, how you different with others. That show your unique and your critical thinking as well. But yeah, I still agree with the last one, but not this one is communication. How you present complex things, use a simple word. Maybe 10 sentences. Just 1 sentence, 2 sentences you can explain clearly to the people who is not in your major. So if you have all those skills, employer can potentially see your reasoning, your ability to solve the problem, and you can clearly express yourself, tell story. I think this one probably everyone wants you because they know you have this potential, you can do everything. That's my opinion. So thank you.
The list just keeps mentioning.
Yes, this good thing about like individually is very important. As like when you work in the company, it's not okay and not you have to okay with the team. And one is not about like presenting to like to some people not technical part, even like the very technical part. You have to convince the other people to coordinate to use to work with you, to support the idea, and then to solve the problem. It's very important that you have very clear and clearly. And another one of the things is what emphasizes that like it's fast learning. So today technology integration is very fast, and you today, like for example, you work on this project today. Maybe next week you will assign a completely different project in a different domain. Even like in my companies, you have all different same company, but all different technology can happen at the same time. So then your speed to adopt the new technology in new domain is very important. How fast you can learn, pick up the things, and then actually work on and solve problems that have still getting very important.
Thank you. And I remember in the mentioned many times for the rest of the day because it is the reality, right? So for tech sector, AI probably is even more sensitive topic. And I wanted to ask our panelists that are you optimistic about AI's impact in this industry, in this sector, or are you pessimistic about it? And we heard many stories of different positions, different industries, maybe impacted by AI in different ways to different extent. And in your view, how tech industry compare with other industry? And for those future job seekers sitting in a room, what advice do you have that they should prepare themselves for this new age, new era?
Yes.
Yes, this is a really good question, and I will answer from my personal experience and observation. So AI was not like so hot only like 2 or 3 years ago, right? It become a hit in the recent 2 years. So big companies adopt AI tools very quickly and aggressively. So you must to learn the AI tools, the latest AI tools, the models to stay relevant. The company has urgency to keep competitive in the industry, right? So employees definitely need to learn all these new AI tools. And personally, I'm optimistic of AI in the industry. So I'm in the autonomous driving domain, right? This is the largest deployment of physical AI. I call it physical AI because the model is running on every single vehicle. Okay, it's not on the cloud. So it's a physical AI which can move people from point to point autonomously. So I'm pretty excited about the technology. With AIs, I would say in our day-to-day work, it will help our developers to improve efficiencies. I think I just mentioned from coding to review to design, right? It is automated, so it is much more efficient than I would say a couple years ago. I also think the technical foundation is important. As a developer, you must know the fundamental techniques, the coding best practices, because this area is not mature. AI can help you think and help you code, but there are lots of issues. If you dig deep into the code generated by AI, you will find a lot of issues, not good for safety critical domain, right? So I would say open for new technology, right? New tools in the AI domain, but also use your own judgment. Is it time to use a tool to generate code, or you need to modify it? So that's mine.
I'm also optimistic about the AI in this field. To improve production efficiency, to improve even our iteration of coding our products. But also I'm not very specific about for the jobs, honestly.
So it is a reality.
In reality, yeah, it's
Yes.
clear that this is happening now. Like it's not because of the AI and because of the AI help when you improve the efficiency. Now we may some of the jobs probably being replaced by AI. Then now as job seeker you have to look for which part you're better. Right? And also like the other mentioned, the AI is not trained up at all. You have to train. You have to be a trainer. Even like Pokemon, like you get a trainer, right? Pokemon is doing a job, but you are the trainer there. So CSM with AI is powerful. You have to be good guide and good instructor for the AI to work. And then the work for the domain and solve problem.
So in other words, whether AI will be your friend or your enemy depends on you. Which side you want to take. Thank you. Tracy?
Yeah, your payments, our digital payments, AI certainly impact. And let me first start with AI certainly help from payment because most we concern when you have payment, probably most concerned is it safe, is it faster, is it convenient? AI certainly can help all of those. So let me start with the safe. And then we already started use AI to do the fraud detection, prevention. Actually, it's more efficient when you prevent before they happen. So we already use AI technology. We already use the machine learning and that to predict what is the potential fraud could happen. So before I enter the payment. So this is my currently we are working on this stuff. And then also we are using how we can make it faster, right? And then we renovated. Used to be international payment like 2 days. Right now we only limit less than 30 minutes. We even want to be further, and then a few minutes, a second. The most concerns again fraud, AML, all involved in this whole process flow. AI certainly we are leveraging AI technology, of course. We also have to understand AI potentially have negative impact as well because AI could be a good guy and can be an evil guy. So we have to think about how you can leverage AI to implement and make sure your transaction, your system sound and solid, safe. I think most people want to understand that we are working on that. So this is from this perspective. On the other hand, actually, I'm a little advertisement here. We also use AI. Our CTNT developed use AI-driven job ACE, and they can demo. They use AI already very quickly help you landing a job. That means you have to pass the interview, and then they give you all the AI-driven, and then predict what kind of questions you will get, and then so I guess actually AI already embedded everywhere in our life, regardless of your business and also our daily life. So we should just embrace them. Of course, we have to also understand what could potentially danger also bring to us, how we prevent. So this is what is challenging to probably all of us. I'm going to just stay here and pass by.
Student with AI, and how are you forecasting the future in your area? AI might bring benefits or dangers or threats.
Okay, first answer your question. Our department do hire fresh graduate students. We actually welcome new graduate students because in R&D departments, we're the people who create new ideas, who find out innovative stuff. We need those fresh gens. We need those people telling us, hey, how about we try a different way? Hey, how about we see this thing from the kitchen window? So that's why we do hire new grad, most of the time from basically sometimes students didn't co-op with us and we like them and then they will stay with us. So about the AI, yes, I like AI. Personally, I use AI. Personally, I have subscription to a lot of different AI platforms because that's my role. I need to figure out how AI works in AI help us. In my company, absolutely, most people know we're a printer company, but we do have different area of robotics. We do have even microchips, even projectors, other factors, right? So we always looking for things that can help us. So in my company, we're looking for ways how AI can help daily operation and also on innovation. And in my team, actually, we tell people you can use AI as long as you verify and then they come back to you. Like years ago, when Google, when search engine become a popular thing, that shift one thing is when we ask people, one thing as a manager or senior people you don't like to hear is, what it is? And then the answer, I don't know. Then usually my answer is, you go Google it, you try and find out the answer. Same as AI today. If I ask somebody, can you tell me what it is? Don't tell me you don't know. You can go Google it. You can ask ChatGPT. You can ask AI to tell you how to do it. It might be correct. You can come back with the answer and we can discuss. But for new people, for all the youth, like young generation, I think it's an opportunity. It's a chance for them. Because now you got a free assistant. You somehow become a senior because someone is doing it now here. So you can go to AI and say, I don't know about this. Can you tell me how to do this? Now you become a senior boss, right? So I think that's an opportunity for the new generation.
Thank you very much.
First, Lowy Ke KE Solution at Jobster.io. I'm sure most of you know, what's one concrete habit or safeguard that turns AI from a crutch to a coach. So humans stay in charge of thinking and decisions. So go in order about what you can have 2 minutes or 1 minute answer. I'll start with Lloyd, since you're the first one there.
Sure. So I do HR recruiting AI. So basically, we deal a lot with job seekers and employers. So one thing AI makes us dumb is we use AI to get the right answer. But right now, it's not the time to give the right answer. It's the time to provide authenticity. AI is faking us, but it's time for us to be real, and it makes a big difference. As a lot of students or early talents, you are saying, okay, why you should hire me? I'm a fast learner. With the growth of AI, if you say I'm a fast learner, that's not enough because you could have learned it already. And going forward, I think it's not about if AI is coaching us or AI is serving us. We're getting a lot of value out of AI, but what value we can provide back to AI. AI is making decisions, robotics, and for example, robotics is serving, say, feed the kid, right? But if there's no food in the fridge and there's nothing to eat at home, but when the AI sees a pet, AI would provide a bad suggestion. So things will be really bad. So it's not the time, to be led by AI, but also to lead AI. Thank you.
So stay neutral.
Yeah, I think everyone is talking about AI, and it needs a lot of money invested. But we all know, like one is right now is data center, the other one is hardware, and then the actually value add application. I believe next 3 to 5 years is humongous. And with that said, for the enterprise AI, I specifically mentioned about enterprise AI. There's two actually very critical concepts for anyone who want to enter to this field. One is the human in the loop. You got to have a human in the loop to at least guarantee a guardrail, the accuracy, actually the uniqueness of any information AI provide to you. The other, as you do more and more AI work, like you obviously AI can automate a lot, but you also need a component to validate the AI generate result and then eventually add additional stuff. So two, one is human in the loop, second is validation engine.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's great. And that's Mike. And I constantly with two companies, products. So to answer the question, I guess from my perspective, the question starting from a wrong assumption. So for the past, during the last 100 years, computers only can help us do two things. One is communication, right? We have WeChat, emails, income, we have this. The other thing is computer can help us looking for information. They go to Google and search for information. That's the two things for the past maybe less than 100 years. Computer help us. So now this capability freelance in that very few possibilities. Actually, now why people are afraid of AI is because they found out that AI how they have a third capability. What is how to build person. So it is not advanced or the coach, I don't say. It's different. It's going to help the user. You do not tell your coach to take the ball or put the ball in the basket, right? So actually the robotic AI can put the ball in the basket. It's how to push it. So this is revolutionary changes. So people are afraid of it and don't know what to do with it. So that's why I say the question is start from the long term strategy. So for AI, we have to control it, as we said. So human control AI. But as many other technology, like might have a website on Google and everything like that, people say, okay, the information is provided as accurate as it can. The tobaccos, right? There's a term you'll have. But for now, there's no regulations. The AI products doesn't have any issue like that. But in the future, I guess any AI product will say, hey, this is an AI product used at your own risk, and we're not responsible for that. So put it at your content.
As today's answer, no matter what stage you are in, no matter you do AI, LLM, or you do agentic AI, you have to review the answer, review the task that AI comes back, and then submit before submitting. Thanks.
Thank you. So be open-minded. Talent nurturing beyond keyword search. For example, with skills, graphs, or capability influence, while controlling for bias and giving candidates transparency into why they were like shortlisted from your experience?
Thank you for the question. So in HR, we have knowledge, skills, and abilities, KSA, to match each talent. And with a lot of HR systems, it's using keyword search. We started developing AI way back in 2014 and 15. So we started to use concept-based match. So we know how each skills are related, whether it's hierarchy in the skill map. But no, I think the knowledge, so right now we see a strong shift in talents, shifting from degree-based hiring to skill-based hiring and to expertise-based hiring. So right now, skills can't find you a job. Degree can't find you a job. As long as you have to dig deeper into one field, then that gets you a job. And in the future, I think the company's model is transparent. You know our revenue model, you know our cost model, and we just ask you, hey, what can you bring? Can you reduce costs? Can you increase revenue? That's the new way to hire. And we would, you can give us fake ChatGPT answers. We can tell, first of all. But second is, we can ask your browser, what is your search results? We can look at your prompts, provide a response, your prompts, searching this topic. As long as you have the passion, you can learn faster than anyone else. So I think in the current stage, we do see a big shift in the talent skill matching to an expertise matching. Thank you.
Thank you. I know you talk about the revenue to the ROI in your field. So since you are actually building the AI engineering practice, right? Please share how the knowledge base, skill, content, engineering, and human in the loop can work together to deliver practical AI solutions to have a good ROI, an excellent ROI.
Yeah, actually, thank you. That's a great question. I think that many of you would know because it's a big news. MIT came out about a month or 6 weeks ago and said 90 to 95% AI project failed. And then that failed, obviously, quite often is because too long, cost too much, not sustainable, information is not secure. Right, so it's critical. I know everyone say we're using AI, and probably you do. Like you can right now go to browser, type a question, you'll get the answer. But that is really based here. Actually, AI's engineering service actually cover, obviously, initially the most important component would be your knowledge base, especially in the enterprise. No matter which company you work for, either in GM, Ford, or Tesla, they have massive their own knowledge base. Let's cover like the category, your engineering process, your security protocol, your infrastructure operation. So this is a massive data. And then right now the problem is everyone say I'm doing POC. So that knowledge is not centralized, not well classified, not organized, and then not managed. And then you team 1, team 2 keep doing the same thing, eventually that ROI obviously it double, triple, 10 times. Number one. Number two, the skill set. Skill set is not even a new graduate student. Obviously you have a lot of skill set which need to be mastered somewhere, need to be organized, need to be used to train the AI. In addition to the knowledge base. So that is the second really important area, how we capture the skill and then make it centralized and then reusable and secure. So that is. Now after that, we're talking about AI, like what the model I select. You have ChatGPT, you have Cloud, you have Gemini, you have so many on the market you can select, right? And then third, after that, you would need to have a really good foundation to run your AI. That means majority, you would have your infrastructure, your operation process, your DevOps process, all need to be ready to manage the AI and make it sustainable and it's production grade. This is critical to almost every enterprise, right? And again, there's a big cost left. And then right now, AI major investment is that. So now that. After that, you need to be able to manage and then continue refine it in terms of train the AI, let it do better and better, and then eventually you continue refine, continue upgrade, and then continue monitor. So all these five things together is actually deciding your ROI. And I believe for the new graduate, because today I think we focus should be in a new grade. These are humongous opportunity here. And as you can see, from the data center building to the hardware building to the model building, but most opportunity actually is your engineering service. You build the application, you base on the company need, you create your great idea, and then you can be really successful quickly. You're willing to learn, you're willing to try, and then you have a really good business model. This is all it is left. And then AI obviously presents a big challenge for all of us, but I believe it's a humongous opportunity here for the new graduate. So learn, observe, try, and then likely you'll fail first, but I think if you keep trying, you keep working on that, you will be really successful. This is one of the advice why I can't try to come here today, try to tell you that you've got to take this AI opportunity and then focus on small things and make it successful so that you will have clear and then you will be successful in your life. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I wanted to kind of ask a question around edge on-device AI. So this BeaverPop positions itself as a new generation AI product. You mentioned earlier, which real workflows truly benefit from one-device edge AI, such as latency, privacy, and how do you handle model updates and safety without constant cloud dependence?
Thank you very much for the good questions. This is BeaverPop. We develop it from hardware, software, and everything. So I guess here we have many young ones, and my question is, how many of you think computers and screens and cell phones help you to study? Or actually,
I mean, like it depends.
it depends, right? Okay.
I was like, it was API slides that now the lectures regard then the hearing helps. Like, only about 10 things that I didn't know.
That's great. Physics is kind of hard to learn. Everybody thinks. Actually, the question, the answer is both. This can help, but also, on the screens, you spend hours on games, videos, on unhealthy content, right? So what the parents worry about it. So this BeaverPop doesn't have a screen. Okay? You use this only for learning. Okay? But so that's one. The second thing is, so when you learn, right? When you learn so how do you learn? For the past many thousand years, how people learn? People learn from listening, reading books, and deep thinking and imagination. So we have those humanity produce many great minds, scientists, innovators. So they didn't have a screen, and they did a great job. So when we have a screen, parents worried and professor worried. So here's the question, right? So if I tell you this BeaverPop, no matter what subject you're in, they have 100,000 questions. And when you ask the question, the BeaverPop guide you through the question, the steps, to solve the problem, and let you know what is the process. And he didn't tell you the answer directly, and not on the screen. And your lesson is, this is like a private tutor, right? So when you learn from the idea, go through your mind, the deep mind, and the memory lasts longer.
So it's like a customized AI friend.
And ironically,
You need to keep it brief.
yeah, what happened is I lost mine. This is the hard one. But the longer you use it, the more they know you, become your friends. So for this, the cost is under $100. I want to keep this much affordable because education should be equal, right? No matter how much or not, you should have the same quality of education. So also, I have a team in India and in Europe and in Canada. So if you are in marketing, designing, of course we have many engineers, right? You can come to me. We can talk about it. And just see if we can fit the position. And also, while you're looking for a job, even if you have great ideas, let's work together to change the idea into a reality. Actually, you have on this, right?
I destroyed the last time.
Last time, right? So, different questions. Yeah, sure. Different languages, different questions. You know, when you're learning something, you know, for example, if you are, many of us speak Mandarin actually, and want to professionally teach English, then we may have hard time to adjust. But you can use this speak 52 languages. So, any language you want. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I guess, you're one of the major banks in Canada, and you are the, cybersecurity specialist. So my question on this page is about risk reduction and governance. So very much related to your job. So where does AI most prevalently reduce risk today? For instance, like a fraud detection, insider threats, or anomaly response, and how do you balance model performance with those? And of course, emerging AI governance standards.
Wow, this is a very big question.
I know it's a lot to juggle, but make it brief.
Definitely. So maybe a little bit elaborate of the question, because I think some of them might not understand the question. So the question you're asking basically is talking about, because with every day today, people are developing AI, AI applications, products, with AI development. How do you, because you cannot just develop something and you don't care about if this AI is going to disclose your personal information, your company information, whatever valuable information that belongs to yourself only, then you and I get disclosed to the public. So based on that, the elaboration is, when you work for the company, big companies, they all have certain standards that you have to follow. The standards could be Privacy Act. I think it's called, or in Canada, the US is, I think, in the healthcare area is called HIPAA. And in Europe, it's called the GDPR, Data Loss Protection Act. And then in Canada, there is the one called the PAPIDA. Yeah, so all those are, those are the industry standards that you have to follow, because if you don't follow, the government or the regulators are going to go after you, and then you're going to go a fine, and the punishment, you're going to go out of business. Right? So because of those things are good because they protect your company and all the companies from protect from terrorists, from data leaks, from all those things. And only you follow these standards, then you can, at least from your side, make sure that you handle the personal information and data properly and wisely, right? So this is the elaboration of the background. So in the banks, worked for so many years, I worked there, so we have to protect the bank and protect the data. The data is the most valuable thing in the bank. But in terms of the detection of the fraud and fraud, and then the other one is
The fraud and insider threats or anomaly response.
Yeah, so these two are very big. So fraud detection, there's multiple departments, they have to apply the fraud detection mechanisms. For example, the credit card company, the credit card team, and then even the payment team. That's I think Tracy mentioned. The last payment Tracy mentioned, she worked there. she has to detect the fraud as well. Means that when you do the payment, you have to make sure you pay to the right person, to the right party. And then for the credit card, everyone knows who have not get your credit card compromised in the past. Like anyone, I don't think anyone not get compromised. The credit card is the most easy, targeted for so in the past, everyone get this bad experience. So all those. So these things are what we do is we use a lot of data, and then we use data to do here this is make those AI models. But the question to that is how do you balance those the audit requirement or governance requirement versus the daily work, right? So this is the point, because on the right side we have the monitoring the governments to look after you, to look over you, and then on the left side you have to do your work, and then this is a balance that you have to make. So I think every company has to have to make a decision on this kind of situation, and then the balance depends on how much you wanted to put on the governance and auditing versus the risk that people want to assume. So the risk, sometimes you cannot assume all the risks. So basically, this is a big topic. If anyone have more interest, they can come to me later.
Thank you.